Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I was going to start this video with a pun, but there was no need. Oh yeah, we went there. So today we are doing a recipe I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, and it exists. It may sound like a myth, but no-knead bread. For me, it sounds like the height of laziness. Like, it's just bread. I actually love the process of kneading. It's quite fun and therapeutic. You get into the groove, and it really helps bread dough. Anyhow, it turns out that no-knead bread is lazy, but it's the most unlaziest lazy recipe in the world because it takes a bit of time. You just need the minimum ingredients, which are in that thing right there, that dish. Well, let me show you. All right, this is not to scale, but you are gonna need the following things. And in fact, you are gonna need this big old dish later on. So, some room temperature water, a bit more than that, plain flour, fast acting yeast, and salt. Oh. So like, salt, I've always wondered, like, what is the role of salt in bread? We get what the yeast does, we get the flour and the water, it all kind of bonds together, but the salt, not only does it boost the flavor of the bread, oh, this is a bit dark, isn't it? Let's move the angle. Yeah, not only does it add flavor, it also helps to play a role in tightening the gluten structure and adding strength to the dough, supporting good volume. Amazing, so it kind of helps with the rising. And that's the thing about this no-knead dough, is no like beating together and getting all the gluten and all that stuff working. We're just gonna chuck it together, which I love, and it's gonna do all the hard work for us overnight. So baby Boston, are we ready for this? All right, so we are after 360 grams of plain flour, which is about 3 cups, I think. In terms of salt, we need 1.5 teaspoons, which is quite a lot to get out of the teeny little hole there, so we'll take it out of Boston's bottom. No, not yours, this one. Yeah, there's quite a bit of salt there in the butt. Half. Okay, there's a little bit extra. Okay, right, that will do. Wow. Why are you so salty? This is just a packet of instant yeast. Many brands are available. Shimmy that in there. Boom. We've done 350 mils, which is about 1.5 cups of water. If it gets a little hot from your boiler, we can just leave it to stand for a bit, but you want it to be, you know, kind of tepid. What does that word even mean? And why does that water look so cloudy? Oh no, that's fine. What does tepid mean?
Here's the definition of tepid. Especially of a liquid, only slightly warm, lukewarm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like lukewarm water. Why don't you just say lukewarm unless your name is lukewarm? Mixing bowl, make sure it's clean. Dry ingredients, so your flour, your salt. Whoa, shaky, shaky, shake. Oh, I should have salt bayed it. No! And then, shall I be yeast bay? Will that affect the yeast? I'll do a little bit. There we go. The yeast goes in. So all the dry, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. This is a whiskey step. And then just like mix it through. Kind of like when you're making a cake, you know, you get all the dry ingredients together. So flour, salt, yeast, bum-de-bum-de-bum. Ooh, there's your bread, all done. No, not yet, but very nearly. All right, so that is good. Let me just test the temperature of the water. There's the flour. Ooh, tepid. All right. So I'm not going to put it all in together. I'm going to do the majority. And obviously it's going to get all gooey and sticky. Notice how I just chucked it in. There's no need. There's no need. Wait. I'm just stirring it together so the flour gets absorbed into that water. All the bits on the side that's trying to hide, let it party. We'll get the rest of it in there. Oh yeah. It doesn't look like it, but it does all get absorbed as well. Look at this. Look how lumpy and rough that is. All right, that is pretty much it. It's kind of like it's barely wet and it's really rough looking, which anytime I've made bread in the past, I'm kind of missing the kneading thing, but we've got to stick with this. I don't know how that's gonna work out. There's one last step you need. Rapmaster 3000. I love how I'm now getting tweets from you guys going like, Rapmaster 3000 spotted in cafe. You guys are legitimately tweeting me and sending me pictures of that. It's brilliant. They do exist and they're amazing. But for those of you that don't have a Rapmaster 3000, which is probably 90% of you, just put some cling film over the top and believe it or not, that is it. Hopefully it's gonna be all good. We're gonna leave this for a full 24 hours. So what's going to happen now, it's going to start to work. The yeast is going to do its thing just slowly over time. You don't even need to put it into a warm spot. In fact, you can actually prove dough. I've never done it before. Well, actually, I did it once by accident when I made a pizza dough. You can prove dough in the fridge. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll do another video on it. What's happening to my chest, my voice? I'm turning into a goblin. But that is effectively it for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, mate. Let's go for a walkies. Bye. All right, here's a little bit of a life update. Just did the school run. All right, kids?
Yeah.
How's it going? So, this is bread dough down here, okay? And in the morning, it's gonna be bready. Get it?
It will rise when the sun rises. No, but we don't have to wait that long.
That's not a bread pun.
I know. Oh, I butter, it will be ready in the morning.
Yes, good. It's gone massive. There's like air bubbles and stuff. I wonder if in the morning it'll be even bigger. Let's find out, but that has definitely doubled in size. All right, guys, it is 10:15 at night. I've just got back from tennis. This thing, check it out. It is huge. You see all the bubbles on the top? We'll see this much better in the morning, but look how much it's risen. That's crazy. Good morning, everybody. I was gonna give you an update bizarrely at 3 AM, but yeah, there was no need. Here it is. Look at this thing. It's kind of, I was expecting it to get overgrown, but in fact, it has receded slightly. It's really speckly, a little bit like frog spawn, and also like a sort of confused cauliflower. But even through the cling film, we can smell it. Back to this in just a moment. Oven needs to be preheated. This is just a big casserole dish or a Dutch oven. Hello! Get it in the oven. It's got to get warm. 210 degrees C, 230 C, non-fan, 450 F. All right. Now I was thinking about doing some more dough puns, but we're just gonna rise above it. Hey! Oh, I actually forgot to do something. We need to put some baking parchment in it first because we don't want to be doing that when it's red hot. And also baking parchment, without that, the dough will stick to the bottom. We don't want a sticky bottom. That goes in there, all right, so that's gonna stop it sticking to the bottom, but we're gonna make the shape on there in a bit. This is now going back in. Guys, I'm having a bit of a moment here. I have literally, that baking parchment we just cut out, I've just checked the oven as well. It's not in there. I thought, oh, maybe I left it in. It's gone. It's basically gone. Where the heck has that gone? Literally, I am giving up. I can't find it. I've been looking for ages. You don't know where it is, do you? No. I don't know. The problem is now that is going to be red hot, so I'm going to have to sort of cut around it a bit rough. Anyhow, plain flour. Whoa. Wow, that is really strong. Right, so we're going to need to knock it back. Oh, it's so yeasty. Oh my gosh. And all I'm going to do, we're not kneading it, we're just shaping it a little bit into a bit of a circle. That is basically it, with a bit of flour on top. I'll end up doing all this, and then it'll be like deja vu again. I'll lose the blooming saucepan then, won't I? Right, so I'm not doing a proper circle. I'm doing a circle, but with a little bit of a thing on so I can lift it out easier. Oh gosh. Let's get the dough on there. There we go. And then we'll do a little bit of flour on top. Oh yeah. I wonder if I put pepper in it and What's up? Just keep it easy. You guys can pimp yours up, right? And now we'll get the extremely hot thing from the oven and sit this in carefully. Remember the time I singed my worktop at my old house? Yes. Rather than doing that, I'm putting a bit of tea towel down, or you can use a trivet. I've actually got a kitchen gadget trivet upstairs, which I should really open very soon. So this thing's like oven inception. It's like an oven inside an oven. Oh, whoa, that is hot. Okay. Oh. Just like The Circus and the Greatest Showman, which is actually one of the best films I've seen recently. This is intense. Whew. 30 minutes in there. Come on. You smell that? It's only been 5 minutes and it's smelling. Smell right now. Smell right now. Smell wherever you are. If you're on a bus with your phone, smell your phone right now in front of lots of people. You smell the freshly baked bread. That first half an hour bake is helping it rise, and then we can finish it off on the top. I'm not sure if this recipe is going to work, but I'm going to put my full crust in it. That smell is sensational. But remember, it's not bready yet. Oh my gosh! Just like an artisan bakery in here. So now the lid goes off, We bake it again just to brown the outside. We've got the rise. Whoa! Whoa, that is hot. It's time. Oh, wow. Oh, you see that? Golden brown, baby. I just thought I'd put my other lens on just to show you how far that's stretched. The yeast really works in there. I think this is going to be amazing. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, wow. And it's hollow as well. Yes. Sometimes when you make bread, it can be deceptive from the outside. You can have a nice, good crust on it, but the inside can still be wet and kind of doughy. So we're hoping that we've nailed it. Oh, I'm loving that sound. Oh, look, it's still hot, but the holes are in it. Holy bread, Batman. Now, I'm pretty old school when it comes to bread. I just love freshly baked bread. Oh, with butter on it, so it just melts slightly into it. Of course, if it was my American friend Paul, he'd want Marmite on it.
Wow, that has flavor.
The crunch, that is incredible. I gotta be honest, guys, I'm feeling kind of inspired, and the yeast you can do is give this recipe a go. I actually kind of want to do a homemade bread making playlist. I've teased that before, and a lot of you guys want it. So if you want to see like baguettes, real artisan stuff, sourdough, like maybe like a whole like month dedicated to it, do let me know. But please try that. You're gonna love it. It's, like I said, the laziest, unlaziest recipe I've ever done. See you later.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
Cats! Boston, what's that? Boston, look surprised for me. I've just talked about your bum. Boston, come on, mate. What's this? Come on, do some acting. Let's do this. What's that? Oh my gosh, it's a big cat. Oh my gosh, it's a huge dog. Look, it's a huge donut with meat on it that you can eat. Come on.